Hi everyone, this video is going to review your homework for line of best fit. All right, let's look at number 1. I'm going to go kind of quickly so this video isn't too long. An engine is tested for torque output at different revolutions per minute. We don't need to know what that means, something to do with a car engine. We can still figure out the question. So we're trying to find which of these equations fits this graph. So we're going to start by drawing a line more or less through the points. The first thing we notice is that it is decreasing, so we know that our slope needs to be negative. Okay, the slope is next to the x. So we're going to be looking for which ones of these have a negative slope, and we can cross off the positive slopes. Here we go, positive slope, cross it off, negative, positive slope, cross it off. Now we want to look at the y-intercept, the b. Here we have positive 414, negative 383. If we follow this line all the way up, we notice it will cross the y at a positive number. Therefore, our answer is letter F. Number 2, same thing. We're going to draw our line through. Once again, we have a negative slope, so we only want answer choices that have a negative slope. We're going to cross off the positive slopes. Positive. This time, however, we have the same y-intercept, which means we'll be using the slope to determine the best equation. So we're going to go more or less negative 2 over 5, which would be down 2 over 5, down 2 over 5. That looks pretty good. But let's just check letter J, which is down 5 over 2, down 5 over 2, down 5 over 2. That is not working. That means the best answer is letter H. Okay, which scatter plot most likely has a line of best fit represented by y equals 2x minus 1? We're going to check out our slope, which is positive, so we only want graphs that show an increasing line. Decreasing, not our answer. Increasing, maybe. Decreasing, not our answer. Increasing. Now we want to look at the y-intercept, which is negative 1. Sorry, I should have used yellow there and green here. So here is negative 1. Here is negative 1. We can see there's a point right there on negative 1. So, D is our best answer. Okay, number 4 starts with some of the tables. So this is where we do need to use Desmos. We're going to start by finding our Desmos. There it is. Whoa, sorry about that. Let's pull it out. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start by pushing the plus sign, adding a table, and typing in the information exactly the way we see it, but we are not going to use a comma. If you put a comma, you're going to get an error message, so no commas. 1, 9,200. Whoops. Okay, be careful. It skips from 2 to 4, and then 6,100, and 8 for our x, and 3,425. Then we're going to click in a new box, and we're going to go ahead and type what's in red, and it will look like what's in black. So that's y1, shift and the tilde, mx1 plus b. And you can see here, and I'm going to go ahead and just screenshot it so that I can see it. There we go. So now we are going to look at our slope, our m, and sorry, I keep using the wrong color. This is our m, and this is our b, our y-intercept. So we're looking for which of these is closest to what we have here. Okay, this one it says M, but usually that's next to the X, but in this case it's using the letter A, but it means the same thing. So this is definitely not our answer. This one has 11,000. That is not what that is. So both C and D have negative 1,000 for slope, and that's close to this number. So that means we have to look at our B. This one is 10,854, which is closest to 11,000. So that is our answer. Okay, number 5, you would also want to create a table in Desmos, but because of time, I went ahead and already typed it. Here it is. That I put in my equation, and I found my slope and my y-intercept. So then once again, we're going to add these in and see which equation is closest. Our slope is 0.40. This one is 0.45, so that's not it, 0.45. Okay, so these both have 0.40 as the slope. So we'll need to look at the y-intercept. Our y-intercept should be negative, so this is our closest answer. Whoa. There we go. All right, number 6. Let me go ahead and pretend like you didn't see that already. The equation that relates the pollution index X, so pollution is our X, in a lake to the number of fish that die, which is our Y. Because of the pollution level, this is the equation. Predict the number of dead fish. So predict means we're going to be substituting something. Dead fish is Y, and that is our unknown. If the pollution index, if the X reaches a value of 8, so if our X equals 8. So what we're going to do is substitute the number 8 in for X. And we do it like this. I copy Y equals 13.4. Where I see X, I'm going to put parentheses. Inside the parentheses, I'll put the number 8 plus 96. Then you could type this exactly the way it looks into Desmos. Oops, now I lost my answer. Where did it go? Oh well, I'll just show you how it looks. You can even type the y equals. You don't need to. But y equals 13.4 times 8 plus 96. And that's 203.2. If we round that, that 2 is less than 5, which means we do not change this. 203 is our answer. And that is letter H. Okay, number 7, we are based on this scatter plot, which x value would best match y equals 17. Here is y. We're going to go up. 17 is here between 16 and 18. Go across, excuse me, and down. And the best answer is 11. Okay, number 8, once again, we're going to go ahead and type your table into Desmos, and it will look like this. Type in your equation, and then you're going to find your slope and your y-intercept. And it wants you to, so the first thing we need to do is then write our equation, which should be y equals slope 500x plus b. Then it asks us to find the cost. We want to find the cost. We don't know the y of insuring 8 vehicles. Vehicles is our X. So that means once again, we're going to substitute 8 in for X, which looks like this in Desmos, and that gives us 5,200. And if we continued this way, 5,200 looks like a reasonable number. So this is our answer for number 8. Okay, number 9 is similar to the ones we just did. It already gives us our equation, And it wants us to predict, which tells us we will be substituting something, the sales of their cards in 2005. So sales of the cards is going to be Y, and then the year is going to be X. So we simply substitute in 2005 for X, which gives us an answer of 9.12 billion. And finally, we are going to use the data in the chart below. We'll need to write an equation and then predict the height. So height is X and weight is Y. So we do not know the X, and we know that the Y, the weight, is 120. So we're going to type in Desmos, type in our equation. Here is our M, here is our B. Let's turn it into an equation. Y equals M X plus B, but B is negative, so minus 93.4205. This time, however, we know the Y and not the X, so that means we'll be substituting in 120 for X. So it's going to look like this. 120 equals 3.9076X minus 93.4205. We are solving for X. That means we need to cancel this number first. If this is subtract, we're going to add this number to both sides. Cancel. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put it into Desmos. And that's going to be 120 minus, that's a plus 120 plus 93.4205. And we get 213.42. I'm just going to go ahead and round that. 213.42 equals 3.9076x. Excuse me. I only want the x. In order to cancel this number, I now need to divide on both sides. That will cancel. Divide on this side. Put it in Desmos. That's 213.42 divided by 3.9076, and I get 54.6 approximately. So that means my x is equal to 54.6. And following along here, 120 pounds is about here. So that answer is reasonable, and we are finished with number 10. And that is it.